Intersectionality is a critical framework that helps us understand how different social categories, like gender, ethnicity, class, and sexual orientation, interact and overlap in shaping individual and group experiences. Rather than viewing these categories in isolation, intersectionality encourages us to examine their interconnections and the ways they create unique dynamics of privilege and disadvantage. This approach is especially relevant in workplaces and organizations, where people's experiences can vary widely depending on their multiple identities. By adopting intersectionality, researchers and practitioners gain deeper insights into social justice, inequality, and the potential for meaningful change. Roots of intersectionality lie in the racialized experiences of minority women in the United States, particularly highlighted by Black and Latina feminist movements in the 1970s and 1980s. Kimberly Crenshaw, a critical legal scholar, coined the term to address how African American women faced unique challenges at the intersection of race and gender discrimination. Over time, intersectionality has expanded to include other forms of oppression, such as class, sexuality, and ability. Today, it is widely used in academic, legal, and organizational contexts to analyze how multiple forms of subordination interact and shape lived realities. In business and management studies, intersectionality has become a powerful lens for examining workplace dynamics. It helps reveal how individuals' experiences are shaped by their unique combinations of social identities, such as ethnicity, gender, and class. For example, minority ethnic women may experience the workplace differently from their white counterparts, and these differences can be further influenced by other factors like sexual orientation or socioeconomic status. Intersectionality challenges assumptions of homogeneity within groups and highlights the importance of understanding both within group and between group differences. This nuanced perspective is essential for promoting equality and diversity in organizations. Intersectionality shares conceptual similarities with the idea of fault lines in group processes. Fault lines occur when group members share multiple characteristics, such as age, gender, and nationality, creating boundaries within teams. Intersectionality, however, goes beyond group-level phenomena by focusing on how power, privilege, and disadvantage operate at both individual and societal levels. It provides a framework for understanding how between-group differences stem from multiple, parallel factors, and how within-group comparisons can reveal complex, nuanced realities. This approach helps organizations address conflict, improve performance, and foster more inclusive environments. Intersectionality is best understood as a critical theory that recognizes the role of power relations in shaping knowledge, experience, and social structures. It aligns with social constructionist and feminist standpoint epistemologies, which emphasize that meaning and interpretation are contextual and relational. Theorizing intersectionality involves exploring how multiple positionalities and interlocking oppressions create complex social realities. Researchers are encouraged to avoid essentialism by focusing on the specific dynamics at play in particular contexts, rather than assuming universal experiences among marginalized groups. This theoretical depth enhances our ability to address social inequalities. Intersectionality is often associated with qualitative research methods, such as focus groups, interviews, and action research, which give voice to diverse experiences. However, it is increasingly applied in quantitative studies as well, allowing researchers to analyze additive and multiplicative effects of various identity categories. Methodological tools like intersectional reflexivity encourage researchers to reflect on their own positionality and the dynamics of privilege and penalty in their work. By combining qualitative and quantitative approaches, intersectionality enhances analytical sophistication and deepens our understanding of complex social phenomena. Practicing intersectionality goes beyond academic research. It has real-world implications for managers, practitioners, and educators. Intersectionality foregrounds the experiences of marginalized individuals, providing a phenomenological understanding of organizational life at the margins. Safe spaces for sharing experiences can lead to personal transformation and microchange. Intersectionality also helps organizations analyze diversity-related fault lines, assessment bias, pay differentials, and performance issues. By promoting privilege awareness and ally behavior, intersectionality empowers individuals and groups to challenge structural inequalities and drive social change. Despite its strengths, intersectionality faces critiques regarding its broad applicability and potential loss of critical edge. Some scholars argue that intersectionality has become a catch-all concept, risking mainstreaming and flattening its original sociopolitical aims. There is ongoing debate about whether intersectionality should focus on marginalized subjectivity or serve as a generalized theory of identity. To retain its relevance, intersectionality must grapple with non-binary categories, such as multiracial heritage and transgender identities, and address the spectrum of privileges alongside disadvantages. This ongoing evolution is crucial for maintaining intersectionality's impact. Looking ahead, intersectionality has the potential to further transform theory and practice in business and management. Future research should move beyond deficiency models and explore the interplay of privilege and penalty in the workplace. There is also a need to examine transnational processes, migration, globalization, and varieties of capitalism to understand how marginalization and privilege operate globally. By continuing to develop nuanced theories and methodologies, intersectionality can help dismantle power structures, reveal the influence of social context, and untangle the complexity of human behaviors in organizations and society. Intersectionality remains a vital framework for understanding and addressing the complexity of identity, power, and inequality in organizations and society. Its flexibility and depth allow for both theoretical exploration and practical application, empowering marginalized groups and promoting social justice. As the concept matures, its potential to contribute to dismantling power structures and advancing meaningful change will only grow. By embracing intersectionality, we can foster more inclusive, equitable, and dynamic workplaces and communities.